I'm a technologist. I'm also a dreamer. Obviously, we are all very, very happy that, the Aadhaar platform or institutions like NPCI are really pushing hard for inclusion and, setting systems that can include vast majority of the country. I have a few points to make, and I think some of them have been discussed, but I'll put a twist to it. First of all is standardization of technology. So, whereas the standardization of technology has been done in the last few years in a significant way, so let's take the example of biometric technology. With the coming of Aadhaar, at least we have resolved the problem as to how the biometrics will be acquired, how they will be matched, and therefore there is a consensus there. Similarly, as far as the back-end technology is concerned, NPCI and similar institutions have done a lot. But I think there is still a lot to be done in terms of standardization of technology at the field level. If I have to say, I must say that partly, let us say, the not so happy situation of the financial inclusion till now has been because of the use of disparate and non-standard technology by multiple either solution providers or service providers, and to that extent even institutions like IDRBT and others need to take stock of the situation. And yesterday I was in another panel discussion and I raised this point directly with IDRBT, that why is it that today we have created over the last few years islands and islands of technology and solution providers or service providers are not able to talk to each other, or we are locked into a particular technology and there is no competitiveness that can be implemented. So standardization of technology is, I think, a very important part. Industry is ready. I think industry knows exactly what are the lock-ins that can be created or are being created, or how to get rid of that. And we have two very good examples in India of how the industry has met together and made sure that the technology is standardized. RSBY scheme is one such area where there are more than 40 or 50 service providers, a completely open and interoperable system. 150 million people are impacted and it's working in the field. The second point I want to make is that security, and this point was raised by NPCI, and they have done a lot to make sure that the systems are secure. But what are we doing regarding the front-end security? Let's take an example, or let's say even just the example of seeding. Some people are seeding databases by manually acquiring the Aadhaar number from a person and seeding it into his bank account because there is a need to have this percentage of seeding. But a good database that Aadhaar has created will get impacted by a non-technical seeding. So we must make sure that the seeding is done correctly, that it is online, that seeding is so accurate and perfect that it doesn't need to be challenged at some point in time. And then the security. Is my biometric secure? Is the template secure end to end so that there is no compromise? I mean, I can change my PIN, but if my biometrics gets compromised, I can't change my finger, and on and on. And the final point I would like to make is that banking and telecom, they are the two areas that they should try to find a convergent solution in terms of field operation. eKYC is a wonderful example where these two guys can come together, these two sectors can come together, because the person who needs today, eKYC allows a SIM card to be issued without any paperwork. I mean, that's just getting implemented, and similarly for a bank account. So ultimately, permanently my number will not remain the same. I might want to change my service provider. I might want to change my bank service provider. So at the field level, we should try to find ways where multiple services can be delivered cost effectively. Technology allows that. And today with the Aadhaar platform and a common view of the customer, this is easily possible. The caveat is standardization and security.